Senior advisor to the U.S. Customs and Border Protection under the new Trump administration is Ron Vitiello, and he joins us now. Ron, thanks for being with us this afternoon. As you listen to that, but also think about where we're moving forward, what's being implemented, what can we expect when it comes to not just border enforcement, but perhaps deportation and enforcing our laws on illegal immigration?
Well, thanks for inviting me, Will. Congratulations on the show. And just a moment to think about our agent that we lost yesterday in Vermont, Agent Milan, had been with the agency for several years. And so yesterday and today, like the rest of this week, I'm sure, we're working hard at Customs and Border Protection in the Department of Homeland Security on behalf of the president to secure the border and to make America safe again. And so there's lots going on, more than I've ever seen in my career as a federal employee. But what I can assure you is that the men and women of the front line understand what the bishop was talking about, but that's not what they're most interested in. What they're most interested in is keeping bad people and bad things out of the country. And the front line is compassionate. They understand where people are when they make arrests out in the field, and they're very good at what they do. I thank those professionals that are out there because they're going to have an opportunity now to do the things and apply the skills that they have to solve problems at the border for their communities, for the country writ large, and even the individuals who are in the pipeline, which they will save from things like human trafficking or being forced into drug smuggling.
Ron, but help me understand what's already happened. You know, one of my cameramen who's with me here in Texas was just at the border yesterday. He's reported on the border for years, and he said it was one of the most, it was stark how few people were actually crossing the border. At times, there have been thousands flowing over that border. And yesterday, it was virtually no presence of illegal immigrants, at least at that border station. We saw that the CBP One app was canceled immediately that Joe Biden was using to process asylum claims. So what is happening right now that is different than what was happening 24 hours ago, 36 hours ago under Joe Biden?
Well, there are several. I think it's 11 executive orders that have been directed toward the department and certainly in CBP. So we're going to end the nonsense at the border. We're going to end the abuse of parole. That's why the CBP One app was shut down in like the minutes after the president was sworn in. We're going to end catch and release at the border. We're going to give the front line the tools that they need, like infrastructure, like walls and buoys, and the things that help them control and patrol the border. And we're going to give them the tools to deter traffic at the border by not letting people be released into the United States. So all that started to end yesterday, and we will continue to implement the strategies, the tactics, and the plans that allow for a safe border. That's what the president asked for. That's what Americans voted for. And now it's our turn to apply the skills and knowledge and the strategies that we have to secure that border with real material things like a wall, like access to the border, like agents, and then allowing the policies to work on behalf of Americans, keeping people who are suspects, who are criminals, people who have been arrested in communities within the United States, referred to ICE and put on a path for removal and deportation. All of those things are happening. I know my colleagues in ICE are working diligently to employ the largest deportation effort ever seen, and we're doing the same and supporting them on our southwest border and the northern border.
Well, thanks for getting us up to date on that, Ron. By the way, I do want to, as you opened this segment, say our hearts and prayers, our thoughts are with you, the CBP, and the agent and his family who was lost or shot yesterday in Vermont. Thank you so much, Ron.
Thank you.
Hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.